Hello. We're back. Let me just turn the music down. Just gonna take a short break. There we go. Just turn the music down a little bit. Hi, we're back. I was gonna stream last night, but I was so sleepy. And I almost fell asleep at work today. But that was more because I didn't have anything to do at work today. So. But we're back. Crazy. It's been a hot minute. I'm trying to think of things that happened the last 2 days. Cause like I feel like not much has happened. Let me refer to my notes here. Let's see. It's not where I wanted to go. That's also not where I wanted to go. Here it is. Biggest news. Callie is now an EMT. Her paperwork went through. Veronica and Rue had a chat on, I want to say, either Friday or Saturday night, whichever day that Rue got shot by the cops. I think it was a good talk. I might have... Did I stream? No, I haven't talked about that on stream yet. I don't know. I'm a mess. But they had a good chat and a good talk. You know, Rue asked her some things. Hi, Boosted. Rue asked her some things, like, you know, what she thought of the club and things like that. And it took me a bit to answer, because, like, the way I play Veronica is she has a hard time putting things into words. Because V is a character that feels, like, a lot. And she has trouble putting those feelings into words, which is why we often see her going off on her own when she's trying to process feelings and stuff like that, because she doesn't know how to communicate the things that she's feeling and things that she's thinking. That's why she's in therapy, but she hasn't been to therapy in like a month. And then her and Mason also had a talk about the talk that she's going to be having with Max at some point. Which, if we're lucky, will be this week, but I'm going to be honest, y'all. I am so sleepy most days when I get home from work. That, like, I don't know if schedules are going to align for that this week. But I'm always so sleepy. We got here faster than I thought. I know Sauce was streaming when they had that conversation. But the gist of it is that, you know, V's anxious about that conversation because she hasn't spent a lot of time with Max. So she doesn't really know what to expect.
It was amazing.
And like Mason helped like relieve some of that anxiety that she's having. Hold on, let me... Here we go. Like Mason helped like alleviate some of that anxiety that she's having, but like for V, it's just really coming down to the fact that she doesn't really know Max too well, and a lot of that just comes down to timing and stuff.
I could really go for a latte right now.
Whatever.
But, like, she said to Mason that she genuinely believes, I mean, fair, Uppy, but, like, out of everyone, Veronica has spent, like, 2 hours tops with Max. But V told Mason, and she genuinely does think this, that the what the fuck? Not my problem. We're gonna stop and sit by the campfire. We jogged all the way here from the apartments. I don't know. But V said to Mason that she's fairly sure that eventually, you know, without their relationship, she probably would have found her way to the Raiders one way or another. If they had, because there's so many ways things could have gone with her and Mason. It just would have taken a lot longer. But the big thing for V is that, like, this is the first time, right, that she feels like she belongs somewhere. And I'm including EMS in that. Like, was there a point in time where she felt like she belonged in EMS? Yeah. Yeah, I'd say there was. But increasingly, as she took on more responsibility, she felt more and more like she didn't, you know? And that's when the feelings of feeling like she couldn't really trust anybody set in. And especially after coming back to the city, I don't think there was any point after which Veronica came back to the city where she felt like people in EMS weren't going to stab her in the back. Like, maybe the first couple weeks, but, like, it's been a long time since she has felt like the people around her weren't just gonna turn around and stab her in the back. It's the first time where she feels like she can just be Veronica, which was a big thing for her when she left EMS, was just being Veronica. And she feels like she has that. Because nobody is expecting her to be a certain way. They're just expecting her to be her. Right? There's no expectation for V to fit this mold. She's just Veronica. And that's something that V has been searching for so long. I would say even going back to the start of her story in 3.0, she was trying to be herself. Right? Like, she was trying to find out who she was. And because, let's be real, right? Based on her life, Veronica really never got a chance to figure herself out from the time she was 15. which is when you're starting to figure out who you are as a person in the world. Like, that growth was stunted because she was pushed into being a certain way. Pushed into the life that her father and her grandparents, her maternal grandparents, I should say, crafted for her. Granted, they didn't realize what it was going to be, but they didn't really care. Because in their eyes, she was doing exactly what she was supposed to do. Even if it was killing her. Like, metaphorically and literally killing her. The other thing, I think the most important, like, if I had to pick, right, one quote to define this arc for Veronica, this, 5, almost 6 month long arc for V, it's what Mason said to her months and months and months ago, which is, you know where home is. That's the theme of her life, is figuring that out. Like, that is the theme of her last 6 months. The other thing I want to mention is with my work year winding down. Probably starting the 19th. If I wake up early enough, which I'm going to try to, I'm going to try to be around at like 11 a.m. during the weekdays, through the summer. And from 11 a.m. to Storm, I'm going to try for that to be Callie time. For Callie to be on duty. She's probably going to be shift 1 medic. Just because most of the things that Veronica has going on are NA early AU. So unless like Mason's around in the EU or something like that, or there's just something going on in the EU with like Kiki or something like that, I think that's the play, is Callie and any other characters will be during the EU hours. Veronica will be NAAU for the most part. Because I want to play Callie. I've been getting the EMS itch. I've been wanting to play her. It's just like, I don't want to play her, at least on duty, during shift 2. At least not while I'm still getting the rust off of my EMS stuff. Because it's been a hot minute since I've done EMS. She had one shift like a month and a half ago. So, you know, that's like the plan for now. Is like, we'll have Callie in the mornings, V in the afternoons. V obviously still my main, always and forever. Yeah, but I mean, like, with MCIs and stuff like that, I need to ease back into things a little bit. I'm probably gonna hit up Smashing and be like, hey, do you want to ride with Callie? So I can kind of, you know, get my head in the game a bit. But then also have the freedom to, like, break off from you if need be. Because, like, that was the major annoyance I had with the one shift that she did with Parker, was we were getting backed up on calls and I couldn't break off from Parker because she was a non-solo trainee. And I'm like, God damn it. This would be so much easier if I could just grab a separate ambo and go. Be so much easier. It'd be so much easier. But her paperwork cleared. She's now an EMT. Shout out to Fluffy for making that happen. Because, oh my god. Now nobody needs to waste their time on Callie. So that's the plan. But, you know, we're gonna finish her jog, I think. Oh no, I'd have to go back that way. God damn it. I was gonna have her jog up the hill. And then that way. Do I have her? Jog up to Banham Canyon, maybe? Like, loop around this way, cross over, take Banham Canyon to North Rockford, and then back to the apartments? But, yeah. V is... also still very anxious about the Adam stuff. Because he hasn't reached out to her yet. And she just wants that conversation over with. Because, like, she knows what she says. She doesn't stand by everything that she said because a lot of it was in anger. She still stands by cutting ties with JB because he's actually in the Saints. But what she said about Ash was out of, like, anger. And she hates that somebody took something that she was saying while clearly upset and said it to Adam. Because she's just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, it was very obvious that I was upset. And you turn around and share it with Adam fucking Prince. The complication, right, comes from the fact that V is still friendly with Ethan Blank, formerly Ethan Gain Prince. She's still friendly with him, even though she does not like the Saints. But that's mostly because, usually their points of contact are when they're both looking for Luna or something like that, and they are both concerned about Luna last night. But, like, it's a complicated thing for V. Like, that she's still kind of friendly with Ethan, but, you know, is pretty much disowning her brother. But, in a lot of ways, for her at least, it goes back into 3.0 when she told JB that he was gonna end up doing things. And V kinda, like, she never explicitly said to him in 3.0, but in the back of her head, she always kind of said to herself that, you know, there will always be potential that I cut him off because of his affiliation. Because she... It's not really a Saints thing, though, Storm. It seems like it's an Adam thing. And I think it comes down to Adam and V not being around at the same time because Ads is in Australia. And I'm NA. I don't think it's like, it feels like it's not a Saints thing. Because it's Adam specifically wanting to talk to her. I just wish someone would finally fucking do something. What the heck, Uppy? Here's the thing. I think ADMC just very carefully chooses their battles. Ethan did kind of piss V off last night, though, by basically saying, yeah, we just fuck with them because we're bored. And I'm like, how's V gonna respond to this? And she just kind of like, So, like, V to herself is like, sounds like bully behavior to me. But, like, V's dislike of the Saints goes all the way back to 3.0. And she was fine for a while when everyone came back to the city. But then, you know, stuff happens and old feelings come to the surface. When EMS kept getting targeted in 3.0, I want to say I considered then having Veronica have a talk with JP of like, I'm this close to cutting you out of my life. And like, that's not something like Veronica takes lightly. There's a lot of scars she carries because of JB. Because the whole reason she was attacked in 3.0 by the Terror was JB. And, like, I elected to have her carry those scars into 3.0 because, like, the meaning behind those scars carries a lot of weight for her. Like the tally marks, representing every person that she hurt. That's kind of like the big one. I just want to make sure she's still going the right way. Like, that's the big one, right? Because, like, not only does she have, like, those memories, but she has a physical reminder that she has to live with of a time in her life that she would rather forget. And up until that point, she had forgotten a lot of things because the brain does incredible and strange things to protect itself from trauma. But, what is that car doing? I really need her therapist to come around. I had to poke Cello and be like, ding donk, therapy, therapy, if he needs therapy. Like, chat. Because here's the thing. I pretty much decided to go with one of the meds isn't working effectively, essentially. Because it's so uncommon, I feel like, for medication combinations for anything, not just like psychological stuff, but like even just like physical illness. It's so uncommon for the combination to work out of the gate. And I don't want it to be that easy for V. Y'all should know at this point, I don't like to make things easy for her. I really don't. I'm awful to her. I am so awful to Veronica. That's neither here nor there. But she hasn't been to therapy in a hot minute. The last time she went was before her birthday, and they were supposed to have a session the next week. But I think I got sick. I don't know, Cello was also sick. Or just had Q issues. Either way, those letters to her grandparents have just been sitting in a drawer. Waiting to be burned. Because they were supposed to do that at her next session. And I haven't forgotten. I have not forgotten. V almost hung out with Dust today. But I got so sleepy. Like, I was like, I'm fine. I don't need to take a nap. I'm fine. That was, in fact, a lie. I was on the server for, like, maybe an hour before I was like, I need to take a nap. Like, I cannot keep my eyes open. So I went and I took a nap, and then I didn't wake up until dinner. Which, unrelated to RP, since V's just doing her jog. So we had London broil for dinner last night. And, you know, we leave stuff on the kitchen table. It's fine. The dog does not touch it. I finish eating, bring my dish out into the kitchen. I was gonna grab a couple more pieces of meat, and there was no meat on the cutting board. I was like, huh, that's weird. I thought there was a lot more meat. I guess we just got a smaller cut of beef than usual. Okay, took another helping of noodles, ate that in the kitchen real quick. Went on my merry way upstairs. Apparently my dad goes out into the kitchen, and also intending to get more meat. Comes back out, says to my mom, did you get, like, was it just a little London broil this time? And my mother goes, what? And then she calls me and goes, did you? And I'm like, no, I went out in the kitchen, there was no meat left. I just kind of figured that it was a smaller London broil than usual, which is weird because I thought there was a lot more meat than that. We figured out very quickly that the dog ate the London broil. Not only that, but the dog did not chew. She stole, like, I'd have to say, like, half a pound of meat off the kitchen table. This was after, so we have 3 cars. One of them is my grandmother's, my mom's, my dad's. Obviously, grandmother no longer with us, so we have 3 cars. I don't drive. Working on that. I just have always had really bad anxiety around driving, especially in Jersey, because drivers in Jersey are fucking insane. And I've never wanted to be responsible for a 2-ton vehicle. That's why I miss Ireland, because you did not need a car to get around. I digress. So grandma's car has been in the shop because my mom went to the grocery store one night and then the car just didn't turn back on. Coming home from work yesterday and the car's being weird. My mom and I look at each other like, what is going on? I smell something burning, you know, I'm like, that's concerning. We pull in the driveway, the car is smoking. Something's wrong with the brakes. It's the moral of the story there. And that something melted. So there's that. Which is very concerning. Like, so now we're down to 1 vehicle, which is my dad's pickup truck. It's a good thing I'm almost done with work for the summer. It's a very good thing. And I have to get a job application in, like, tomorrow. Like, I'm probably gonna be back where I am next year, but if I can get a permanent post. My only concern is there's 2 weeks at the end of September where I'm out of state. From September 18th to September 30th, I am out of town, and I'm still trying to figure out what the hell I'm gonna do with Veronica in that time. Last time I went out of town for a while, Veronica went and did something stupid and came back incredibly injured. Hi, Scientific Archer. I might, honestly, reach out to Joe and just be like, this is gonna be closer to, and just have Veronica go visit the Bundys for 2 weeks. Maybe she also goes out and visits Balto. Because unless something happens that puts her in the ICU, that's the exception. But I would like, for once, for her, when I'm out of town, to not have, like, an awful trip. So maybe she goes to visit the Bundys while I'm out of town in September. Catch up with Justin. Just, like, go have family catch-up time. Because I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks. And for once in my life, I don't want to torture Veronica when she's out of town. That's a question for Carby on if that's her plan. I know absolutely nothing about what Carby plans to do with Casey other than she has plans. I am excited for whatever she has in store. Because Casey popping up on her birthday was just enough to get Veronica paranoid again. to the clothing store so she can change and go get her bike. I think we're gonna go back to towing for a bit. Trying to catch up with Kiki. That's the other thing that happened yesterday. She and Mason were on her bike, and Air 1 flew overhead and was yelling at her to slow down. It was like, what the fuck? Are they just patrolling in Air 1? I'm excited because I heard that Hayes is back. Should have happened sooner. Cannot wait for Mackenzie Hayes to arrest Veronica. I feel like one day when Veronica goes off to do something, she needs to be wearing the glasses with the orange arms. Just for funsies. Because she pretty much stopped wearing those. Because I don't feel like running up 7 flights of stairs. Also, I got bad news. My throat kind of hurts a little bit. What did she have on earlier? Oh, I know what she had on earlier. That's what we had on earlier. Now we run, get our bike, and go to get our tow truck. Where we're at for towing, by the way, is 283. We're getting there. I think by next week, sorry, I'm adjusting things. I think by next week. Actually, let's go check on Wasabi, because I want to see if there's anything there. Maybe open for a little bit. There's also the matter of Funhouse. Because, like, we could work Funhouse and run deliveries while working Funhouse. We could do that. Because we have $4,000 that we need to clean in our apartment. I wonder if Raina's going to be around tonight. Usually she's around by now, she's going to be. Is there gonna be produce in the fridge? Is there gonna be anything in the fridge? Okay, this is promising. There's stuff on the floor.
Thank you.
Menu stuff.
Did you see the prices at the fun house?
We... Ooh.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
130 and the fried meal is 160.
We're gonna take that because that's...
100 except the sides.
Okay. Okay. We need to go get a lot of stuff.
He's open, get a close eat, they're delicious.
Okay. That's... Alright. If we're gonna open, we need to go get, like, a bunch of stuff. What I need to do with the car? Alright. Gonna take this rice. Eat the rice. We need to go get the car because there's no way we have enough. Okay, this is fine. Everything's fine. We are gonna be fine. We are gonna get all these rolls made, all this food made, before the cucumbers go bad. It's fine. This is fine. This is fine. It's not like... It's not like we have a bunch of HVAC parts in our glove box. Or anything. Which we need to go sell those. Oh. Which RP was, I think they're just strewn across the back seat. No big deal. We have so much stuff in our car.
This whole town is full of dipshits.
And we're not offering that cop a ride either. Assuming he's actually there. Because of the aforementioned HVAC parts in her glove box. Oopsie. In my defense, I couldn't run them up to Sandy because I had to go to bed. Alright. This is so annoying. Why can't I just type in a number? Why can't I just type in a number? $50. What is... Oh. Smart shuffle's on. I was so confused. I think price has been down on everything too. Except the raw beef and the patties. Welcome to Cookie Clicker. Shift clicking gives 10? What? What the fuck? Nobody told me that! Nobody told me that. Why did nobody tell me that sooner? I've been doing this the hard way this whole time. Alright. Oh. I can't put everything. Can't. Then once you have everything in the stall, we're gonna run back to the apartments and swap out for the bike. I don't think I'm opening the stall though, because prepping all that food is going to take forever, and it's just Veronica. We're just gonna leave the gate open while we're doing this. We're so heavy.
Good time.
Drinking tonight, ma'am?
I see. Oh my.
Drinking tonight, sir?
These poor churros.
my God.
What,
What's
Wally?
going on?
I don't have any food.
What do you mean you don't have food?
I literally just went on a supply run.
Open it up, dude. Open it up.
Wally, it's not that easy.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
I have
Oh,
150
fuck.
salmon that I have to cut.
What?
Dude.
V, just.
Dude.
What? Why are they loading you up over here?
What?
They're loading you up, man. They're making you cut 152 and you get paid extra.
I just went and spent $2,000 to get stuff to make food because the cucumbers are
Sorry, V. I'm so sorry. Well, I guess I gotta go somewhere else. I guess.
You do. I gotta hurry. I gotta hurry and make stuff,
Okay,
Wally.
hurry.
I gotta hurry.
4 meals.
Maybe.
You know what would probably help? That would probably help. That would probably help a little bit. Not carrying 150 fucking bandages would help.
I don't know who that is.
Alrighty, for taco
Wait, are you
plate.
saying that?
So I'm not sure, but there's gonna be music and stuff.
I didn't grab the containers. And it was okay. Drink cups. I'm totally gonna be able to.
I can wait until you make the order. I'm assuming flour.
I'm totally gonna be able to use all of these in time. Yup. I'm totally gonna be able to do that.
I've only prepped during.
Thank you, Bray.
This is fine. We're fine. This is fine. Deciding to open the booth was a great decision.
I do not.
Oh, you're talking to him.
Me.
This was a phenomenal decision on my part.
My name's King Ryan.
King?
Yeah,
Is that like a first name?
it's like an artist name.
After
Okay.
we
What's
get the
your, real
bike,
name? I don't want to know our name.
because like hell, I'm leaving the car out to get stolen or lockpicked or broken into. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is happening? That is not my problem.
Help! Help! Help!
Mr. Randall!
Please, please, I need a ride. I'm scared. I'm lost.
Okay,
My
hop
father's
in.
waiting for me up
Where-
at the
where do I-
vineyard.
At the vineyard?
Yeah, he's up at the vineyard. He's waiting. for
Okay,
me.
okay. Let me just.
Tuesday.
Yeah. Let's get you to the vineyard,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Mr. Randall.
Okay. All right. Hey, this is a pretty long ride. Let's play a road trip game.
A road trip game? Okay.
Yeah. Andy, stop talking. I'm in a car with a person. Jesus. Stop it. We're gonna play a road trip game. Are you ready?
Okay, Mr. Randall.
Andy? Andy, are you ready? Andy, stop talking. I'm in a car with a person. Jesus Christ. All right. Okay. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey, you lost, Andy. The game was who can be quiet the longest. You lost, Andy. Andy, you lost. The game was who can be quiet the longest. Next game, ready? 1, 2, 3.
I love James Randall's side quest.
Same game, Andy. Same game, Andy. You lost again.
I thought that was what he was gonna do too.
Hey, what do you mean I don't care about them. They're not good people, Andy. Jesus, Andy, I'm in a car. It's rude for me to talk on the phone when I'm with somebody. Jesus. I'm so sorry about that young lady.
You're
He's so
fine.
rude. He's so rude.
You're fine, Mr. Randall.
I thank you for giving me a ride. Hey, how do people get their hands on vehicles these days? People used to let me borrow. I had a little kit that I would use to borrow, and now I don't know how to do nothing.
People will borrow cars with lockpicks. It's a lot harder than it used to be.
Oh, interesting.
You can always buy one at Mosley's, but they're a bit expensive.
Oh, interesting. How much money are they?
Depends on what kind of car you get. There's some that are like $9,000.
Whoa! Whoa!
This one was $30,000.
Whoa!
I have a motorcycle that was...
Oh, I'm getting a phone call.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're fine, Mr. Randall.
Who's calling? Absolutely. Where are you, young man? Okay, I am at the vineyard for a crazy party being hosted by our dear friend Ricky. I can't wait. What? Kirk Jerkham? He's crazy. Is this Osvaldo? Oh, how have you been? Ooh, you're invited. Oh, it's a great. You should really come. It's a crazy party, Osvaldo.
Oh,
Young lady, you're invited to. Oh, a demolition derby? Where's that happening? Oh, oh boy, I'll see you there, young man. Okay. Valdo said something. He said something about demolishing Pride Month. I don't know. Sounds concerning.
that phrasing does sound concerning. You sure he wasn't talking about the demolition derby?
Oh, that's what it was. You're right. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Well, I
Thanks a
gotta get
lot.
back
That's
to
better.
running the booth so people don't starve.
Oh, thank you for taking good care of people and for me as well. I'm here to save somebody from being kidnapped.
Well, good luck, Mr. Randall.
Thank you.
He's gonna stab somebody. I was never here. I can't be complicit in what I don't know. It's James. It's James Randall. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Nobody's gonna die. Nah, no one's gonna die. He just has a knife to stop someone from. Okay. It's okay. You're not. If someone dies, you're not complicit, Veronica. You just gave him a ride to the vineyard where his friend is. It's fine. It's fine. He's not about to kill somebody. Like, he helped. Anyway. It's fine. It's not like he's killed a bunch of Osvaldo's anyway. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. I love James Randall side quests. Hold on, I gotta check something on my phone real quick. That's what I call that. That's a James Randall side quest. Oh, it's an EMS announcement. Oh. Hell yeah. Water department's up and running for EMS. Alright, back to the apartments to drop off the car. I wonder if he looks in the glove box at any point. But here's my thing, right? Never say no to a James Randall side quest. Sometimes I'll say no if there's a part 2 to it and I was in the middle of something like booth prep because I left the booth wide open. And, you know, have Beast's car that has stuff in it. Her car is so slow. Like, I feel like her car used to be faster. Am I crazy? Her car definitely used to be faster. Her car used to be able to hit 130. I'm almost positive. Or at least like 110. Her car is so slow now. Like, it makes sense. It's like a C class. But so is her tow truck, and her tow truck hits like almost 140. It does hate the hills. That is true, Sackmaster. That is true. It does hate the hills. Oh God, the cucumbers! If the cucumbers go bad, we can't open! Oh God! Not the cucumbers! I forgot about the cucumbers! Oh God! Not the cucumbers! And I have to run to the restroom! Oh God! The cucumbers! Not the cucumbers! No, those go there. Dummy. Oh, the other thing. Because the next election is going to be happening while I'm off work for the summer, I think we're going to have V help Osvaldo with campaigning in the AU hours. We're gonna park the bike upstairs. Hello. Alright. I'll be right back. I have to run to the restroom.
What?
He's just prepping a quick
Yeah,
moment,
it
so I don't
is.
know if
I would never.
I'm just gonna go ahead and, prep like
heart attacks away. That's it. But you literally hang out with Adam and like Hubcap and everyone, the Chaos Crew all the time.
This would be yesterday.
Amblesworth.
Might want to run away. You might want to run away, Chad. Run, run.
Huh?
I feel like Chatty would win no matter what there.
I need two drinks. 2 drinks.
There you go.
Yeah.
Lockpick.
Yeah. Thank you.
No. Come here. You need a car or just a lockpick?
No. Did you just call him Butterbean?
What do it, Kirk? Ah. Sorry, Osvaldo.
It's
My Hero Cafeteria / Butterbean.
Vote on! As if V has any power over that. She wouldn't fire Kiki even if she did. Alright, start with 15.
Yeah, we lost our car. Vinny took my car.
Okay.
Well, I mean, could go. Here's the thing: you'll run to the gas station. I'll run to the apartment and grab another car. Hold on, Kirky. Tingles will make some. He has some things to make up.
Alright, so we're gonna split these up into 6.
Ah, for you to get out of the way.
I love when he
You're gonna get yourself
skulks.
killed tomorrow. You're
Skulking.
She's gonna yuck you up. Alright, come on, let's go for a walk.
Walk, I ain't a fucking animal. You made me go for a walk. Come on. Walking like this the whole time.
This is gonna be so much fun. Slapper with salmon. Boat on. Why are you like this boat on?
Later.
Now, if we can get Misa happy, that'd be good. They'll fire Kiki.
How's it going? You got any money?
Probably just
not
before
on me.
storm. Within the last hour. Alright, let's get some happy song subs.
I have this down to a science now.
What do you mean? The laws changed again, though?
I know, this is so riveting.
Oh, yeah. I thought you would change from that.
Crazy. Booth. I can't. The cucumbers go to waste. So much salmon. Just gonna text Wally that. Because the next time he sees her, she's just gonna be talking about salmon. Salmon? Salmon? Salmon. So much salmon. So much salmon. It's not what it's not what I meant to do. I was shooting at like the cooked rice. Well, he slapped Kiki with the salmon. Hold on. Why do you want Kiki to get slapped with the salmon so bad? Huh? You know what would be really great? If we had 2 rice cooker stations. Yeah, you know what? That's fair. That's fair.
What's up, man?
You would not be a mod if you didn't target your streamer.
This is where
Signed,
$1,000.
someone who also mods. Granted, I don't do that to Jeremy that often because I don't actively mod as much as I used to. I'm the if Mel is there, something is wrong mod. I just need to test them if that's NBL.
Birthday?
What? To you?
But yeah, for Jeremy, I'm the mod that pops up like once a month.
God bless you. How we doing here?
And it goes, I'm still alive. Don't worry, I'm still alive.
Guess you don't know.
Cause it's
Is it your birthday?
No,
because
birth of
I
Timothy.
stream during the week, and it's usually when Jeremy's streaming, I can't actively mod like I used to. But I don't want to step down from being a mod because I enjoy popping in from time to time and helping out when need be, you know.
Money cash damages.
Oh yeah, I forgot the women can't be mechanics.
What?
Yeah, I can't.
In this city?
Yeah, I can't.
And like I took a big step back from modding after 2020 for my own sanity because there was a lot going on in the community at that time.
Yeah, no, I can't move. Like I'm probably should be strumming my guitar or banging my bongos.
How many salmon have I? Oh, I've almost gotten through all 50 of my salmon.
Any tennis in the city?
Sick.
Yes, I can. Because then I like to actually play tennis with people.
We'll do these three.
Because you just kind of death roll to see, like who actually drops the ball, you know? But you're running around frantically on either side going,
Yeah.
"Ah!"
I had Sandy and I was a mod.
You know, doing the like over dramatic like scream.
Yeah, that's awesome as hell.
And then
Oh,
gonna be to Ian open. Correct. I had sanity, and then I lost it because fuck being a Rooster Teeth mod or adjacent mod in 2020. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, man.
is that what Bringle is?
If you had sanity, you lost it. Thanks to all the shit with he who must not be named. Oh God. Bodon, I hate that for you. But I still feel like that smile's better than being a Rooster Teeth affiliated mod in October of 2020. It was like 2 weeks straight of going to bed at 7 o'clock in the morning after being up all night doing mod stuff and then still waking up to yet another dumpster fire for like a month straight. It just didn't stop. It just didn't stop. It was insane. We are flying through the salmon. Now, if the rice could just... Storm, please. Forge the fires of Rooster Teeth scandals. I will say, One of the joys of my time, both in the Rooster Teeth community and being a guardian for RTX, was being the PA for Chad James, who is an absolute sweetheart. But also, the entirety of Screw Attack / Game Attack gave me, like, collectively gave me gray hairs, because they would show up, like, right before the panel was supposed to begin. I'd be like, oh god, guys, why? Because, like, I am a very punctual person. Meanwhile, like, when I was John Reisinger's PA, he was very much so in line with me on times. But both were very nice to work with. Because I was Chad's PA 2 years in a row, and I was very sad when I wasn't his PA for my last RTX. But it was also fun being John's PA. But I think my favorite memory was behind the green room, Bernie Burns asking for hand sanitizer, and you had like 10 PAs sitting behind the green room, and every single PA immediately had hand sanitizer like ripped off their belt. It was the funniest fucking thing. And then Cow Chop was pretty much it was insane whenever Cow Chop would go on the floor. They went to the RT store, I remember, and I was helping with crowd control, and they were filming a video, and I just kept ducking under so I wouldn't be on camera, because I did not want to be on camera. Was not my thing. Welcome to Mel's podcast hour, because if we're gonna open the booth. Hi, Omega. It's Mel's podcast hour because we're trying to get the food prepped. No, that's not what we want to do. Okay, we need to get a roll on making these rolls. I think so. I'm like speed running to try to use as much of it as I can.
Alrighty, I got 50 So Sweet Sammys, and Mom and Dad are bringing 30.
Ah, I didn't mean to click it.
Okay, I'll do 50.
Okie dokie. What do you plan on wearing?
She says swimwear, so
Yeah, I guess that's what we're made to, I guess.
yeah.
My goal is just to get stocked. So if anyone wants to open it later.
Call me if you need anything.
Okay, see you. Bye.
Bye.
Yes, Spider-Man. Hi. I was talking to you at the shop. Hi. Hi, Spider. Hello, Spider.
I was reminded recently of the fact that when I was in Girl Scouts, I almost burned down a YMCA camp. Now I'm exaggerating a little bit. Just a little bit. Cause it had been a really dry spring, and we were having a campfire, and not all the leaves had been cleared from around the fire pit. And we were right next to a little lake, so it wasn't like the end of the world. But 11-year-old Mel, because this is 2006 around, so this is almost 20 years ago. Blech. The fact that is almost 20 years ago is bleh. I don't like it. Make it stop. But little 11-year-old Mel making her s'mores doesn't notice that little bit of marshmallow dripped on the ground. Marshmallow that was on fire. So little 11-year-old Mel doesn't realize that she's very close to catching on fire. Like, if no one had pointed it out for another, like, 5 seconds, I would have known that something was wrong, because my pants would have been on fire. Because I was wearing jeans. I very distinctly remember. Hi, Carby. I'm talking about how I almost burned down the YMCA camp. I was not a liar, Bodon. But luckily, we noticed, and we were able to put the fire out. So, you know, that's what's up. But I was reminded very recently about that because, of reasons. That was also the first time I went horseback riding. And only time I went horseback riding. I always thought I would enjoy it, but I was terrified because I was the tallest of all the girls. So they put me on the biggest horse. And, that was scary. Because I never wanted to go horseback riding again. Just loves my lady. God, you should see your faces. Carby, people are wondering what Casey's gonna do next, and I'm just like, I don't know, but I can't wait for it to fuck with Veronica. And the stakes are even higher for Casey. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I'm excited to see what you do. Because it's gonna be interesting to see how things play out. Oh. Yeah, that's gonna be the tricky thing, right? Is V would have to get her hands on Casey first. And I'm wondering how it would go if it ends up Casey getting the drop on V. Like, there's so many ways that things can play out once you get your whatever you have planned in motion. And I'm excited to see how it plays out. I'm excited to see where the story goes. Because there are so many factors in play now that I did not anticipate at the start of 4.0. It's gonna be interesting. And I can't wait to see what you do with it. God damn it, the rice cooker went invisible.
Hi.
So much
Can I get?
fish.
Wait, is there a limit on how many combos I can get? Oh, okay.
That would be because...
So can I get two?
Did I
Chatterbox
lose
combos
rice?
And then like I don't know, 5 fried clubs combos.
I don't know how much you know about the turn Veronica's life has taken, Kirby. Because I don't know. I don't remember how much Veronica has said to Joanna.
Could be upset. How could you use all the beef? I ordered 7 combos. We're good.
Well, it's also like V and Joanna just haven't had a solid catch up, and to be fair, what's going on with V, she's keeping very tight, and the only reason she said something to Happy is because he kind of sussed it out.
Backwards. Oh, you gotta drink the cup backwards. You know how you normally drink on the lip, like the lip closest to you? You gotta drink it so it's kind of like under your chin, and then you drink from the furthest lip. No. It drinks like that. Oh, hey.
Based off of how she was saying things.
Wait. Yeah, we can go change. What's up? You have a 4-door? Any other cool bikes? Oh, hi. Wait, just one?
But it's something she's kind of been keeping to just a very small
It's just a really big bag.
group of her friends.
All in one. Pretty cool.
And really, she only wanted to tell Kiki
Okay. Where do you go? Oh.
Mason's gonna know in case he comes back.
Hard. Oh my god. Criminal. I'm impressed. Hello.
I'm still debating how Veronica is going to handle it when Casey is more in her face.
He just hit his head. I saved him.
Where it's not something that she can just ignore.
That's true. I might have done it. I'm sorry.
Like, I'm debating, because it all depends on how things play out.
Probably for the best. Oh. I'm a failure. I can't.
Because Mason... Mason knows about it. It's also gonna be interesting how people around Veronica react to things. That's all I'm gonna say about that since Carby's here. But Veronica's birthday was really the first time she's been truly panicked since she came back to the city. To the point, and I'll tell you this, Carby, where Mason had to like grab her to stop her from like continuing to just kind of panic pace. She can't. She's a little. Hold on, she's only 30. I've also like refined some stuff in the lore that I need to catch you up on, Carby. Because V's done a lot of talking lately. So obviously Veronica figuratively burns things to the ground on her way out. Because, you know, the way Veronica saw it and the way it was she was probably going to die at some point anyway. And I'm kind of refining it to Veronica loved Casey, yes, but the marriage wasn't necessarily something that she wanted to do. Because that was like... By the point that they would have gotten married, Veronica was already stuck. So Veronica didn't really have much of a choice there. Like, she loved Casey, but like... You know, literally having a gun put to her head at 18 and being forced to do things that she didn't want to do because she owed the family after Casey's dad, you know, made her criminal charges go away when she didn't ask for him to, really sets the tone there. And then Casey probably knows about this, but sometime during the collapse, Veronica returned to Jersey and quite literally burned down the DiLorenzo estate. As kind of one more fuck you to the family.
That doesn't look like work.
That like turned the family that made her a monster, essentially.
That's work. I put in work. No, I'm done.
That looks
I
like
just finished.
ah shit. So did you pay for them or are we sponsored?
It's
Stop it.
there's only ice and milk. They're not pumpkin ones in Eugene.
Also adding to the refinement of the lore, I've gone deeper into the fact that Veronica's father knew full well what he was getting his daughter into and had no remorse for it. As did her maternal grandparents. And this was already part of the lore in 3.0, but no, her father. She thought her father was a good guy, but there was things that she's learned over the years to show the contrary. That at the end of the day, he was just as bad as her maternal grandparents in wanting power, influence, and using his daughter to get that by pushing her towards Casey. Because we all know Casey had that obsession with Veronica for quite a long time. No!
Kitty phone
I mean, I know.
balloons is here.
From who?
From
Yes, yes, I did.
call it the lone person.
I had the epiphany
Did the house.
Who is?
the next day of,
Shouldn't we
wait a second.
in
And so V followed up.
go to
Hazel?
Hazel?
I can call.
Mr. Racking, where the hell have you been? Oh, have you really? Oh, how's it been down there?
V also... Nah, I'm not gonna tell you that.
What? Really? Wow, we opened our
But suffice to say, V thoroughly followed up.
Did you really? Oh, wow. Oh, thank you.
Character trope in 4.0 that's related to V, it doesn't know her new name.
Yeah. Yeah, that's...
See, V doesn't have any siblings. The closest thing to a sibling, like biologically, that she had was her cousin. And she killed him in a car accident when they were 18.
Yeah, we put the two,
which is how she ends up
gumball eyeball
in the predicament that she was in.
to balance it out, but I don't think it's working.
Because her, at that time, future father-in-law, because she and Casey were just dating because they were still in high school, made the criminal charges go away.
Yeah, you gotta...
Because in that car accident, Veronica killed not only her cousin, but another driver.
Yeah.
And...
We have to go. My daughter's birthday party is at the Alamo Sea.
Okay. So one more dragon roll.
Well,
I'll be happy just to make 50.
adopted.
Oh,
Oh,
not,
yeah.
yeah, but not me.
No, this is
But
my fiance.
she
Yeah.
killed 2 people in that accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of them was her cousin, who she was very close to. Yeah, still a murder. It's a vehicular manslaughter, I think, technically speaking. And Casey's father made it go away, which then indebted her to the family and set it up so that
Yeah, Sammy, she's great.
Veronica was going to always be
Definitely love
Hi,
her.
guys.
their puppet.
Hi. Somebody so sweet and trusting.
Wait, who's Sammy?
What?
Oh, hi, who is Sammy?
Remember the clerk of the Rat Kingdom she is? Remember that you do? First clerk.
Her?
No.
No, the
I mean,
sign.
Yeah.
Veronica has not said this to anybody
No.
in city as far as I know.
Maybe if I see them.
But the last thing that sent her over the edge and made her fully
But you can go to the party.
turn criminal informant to burn the whole operation down
You can go.
Yeah, to that.
I don't know
was
how much
the
you guys
fact
love
that she
parties,
was
but-
forced to torture and murder her best friend.
Oh no, everyone.
Because I want to say it was Casey discovered her journal
You because your hair's
where she
amazing.
talked about
Yeah, the
wanting
whole
out.
world. We have music. We have music, a photo booth even.
Thank you for the
Don't-
follow.
But don't say that because Sammy doesn't know that.
And
Oh.
it was discovered
It's a element-
that Veronica's best friend and her best friend's wife
Yeah,
Wait,
I don't
like,
know what it is.
where exactly? Like inside
Yeah.
the sea?
had been working with the FIB for some time.
You have a
Oh,
fucking rover.
oh,
What
I
do you got
see.
for me?
Okay, never mind.
And it was essentially,
I can't argue that.
if Veronica didn't do that, she was dead.
Wait,
Like,
what
if
do
she
you mean
did
in the
not
sea? It's a pool party thingy?
Wait,
Sure.
Yeah, oh,
Pool
yeah.
parties.
It's
Do
beach
what was
wear.
asked of her,
What's
she
where?
was fucking dead.
Beach wear. Anything else I need to know?
And that's
Sure, it'll
what
be good, too.
really pushed her to finally
That's literally what she said.
leave.
Oh,
I don't.
No,
I think we're
bitch
just gonna do
Oh,
these
bitch.
ones and then dip.
Bitch or yeah, both. Yeah.
Oh, got it. Yeah, you can do both.
Mhm. Yeah, we don't.
But that is. She hasn't even told Mason about that.
Can I take a +1?
Um,
Oh yeah, everyone.
Absolutely. Yeah.
because it
don't
kills
have to
her
take anyway.
If
to
you
think
want
about.
someone to impress, you can just say
Um,
like, "Oh my God, I got invited to this amazing party. Would you like to come with me? It's very special, secret."
It was a no-win situation for her, right?
But she eating.
If she doesn't do it, she's dead.
But don't tell
If she
her
does
about
do it, she carries that guilt for the rest of her life.
Oh, what
So
surprise!
not partying. Not partying. Okay.
Yeah, no.
And what?
It's
And
a
like,
birthday gift, so.
Yeah, no, of course. I want to.
I better twat it right now and tell her.
she
No,
Seems like a
still
great idea.
struggles with that.
I'll literally kill you. Not
Um,
even. I will murder you.
I would say watch how her demeanor changes
Okay,
whenever
I have
someone
to-
calls her
I have to change
Victoria.
my clothes, I guess, 'cause this is-
When is it?
10 p.m. Eastern time.
Samantha Sanders in 3.0
20 minutes from now?
quite
I'm trying
frequently
to be there in
called
20
her
minutes, get to the
Victoria by
show, like,
accident.
late, make an entrance.
And V would always kind of have a little bit of a reaction to that.
Challenge
Pyrotechnics.
accepted.
Okay, I kind of like that.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Theatrical.
Okay.
Wait, where is
Shut
it
up.
exactly?
So 4 more of each.
Oh, I think there's a photo on Twitter if you just search for Sammy.
Okay, Misa.
Thanks, 4 sides,
Alright.
Yeah.
We're not gonna make drinks
Sandy?
because those get weird in the fridge. I've
Yeah,
noticed.
I think it is Sandy, because I imagined, because Sammy is a very.
So I think I'm gonna start. I think
active
I'm
young
personally
lady
gonna start
who
doing
likes
drinks
to
fresh.
Do like motorsports and stuff. So.
Oh, wait, no, it's on the grapeseed side it is.
Oh, is it?
Mount Chiliad side it is, on the big. Oh, I see it.
But like that's something. I don't think Veronica has told anybody in the city about that.
There's like some houses there also.
Obviously,
Yeah,
Casey
isn't,
would know.
Grandma's house in that direction?
Grandma's house?
Grandma's house? There you go. Thank you very
But
much.
as far as like people in Veronica's life,
I have to change my.
she has carried that silently for as long as
We
she's
have
lived
to
in
go.
the city.
I hope to see you guys there.
Yeah,
Mr. Rat King, it was
Because again,
great
you have
see
to
I haven't
to
seen you in a
consider
long time. I was
like,
worried about you.
yes, I can do that. It might be a bit.
You guys, I hope to see you there.
Poke me if I don't get it to
Bye.
you in the next couple weeks, Carby. Because with work winding down, yeah, there is so much. I think some of it is in the original doc that I sent you. But I can just add it to that original doc that I sent you. Of like the stuff that Casey would know. Like, it should have been in there, but I might have forgotten to put it in there, because... And, like, here's the thing. The 5-year time skip, kinda... It's not a reference to Casey. It's a reference to the things that she had to do. So I guess in a way it can be considered a reference to Casey, but it's just a general reference to her past. It's also why it's her raising alias. It's kind of a reclamation of that because like she was called that by people in their circle, because if you saw Veronica, you usually knew how that was going to end. She had a reputation. Yeah, we're gonna finish these up and then dip. Maybe go do some tow. We did our best. We did our best. I need 3 more carrots. I grabbed the wrong cucumbers. God damn it. I meant to grab the 100% ones. God damn it. This is fine. I want to say, I think there's the thread in the Mel's characters around town chat, I think, has a breakdown of most of her tattoos and why she got them. Some of them were just for funsies, others... No! God damn it! I'm having a time. It's time to go. It's time to go. Alright. I am too cooked to actually open the booth. I'm too cooked.
With my eyes closed. Oh, again.
Oh, Lily, no. Lily, no.
Sunlight. I quit. Too much fish. It's happy around. No. God damn it. Why is nobody around? It's the Tuesday. We just got the bike repaired, I think. And we could do racing with Val, but not in a racing mood. Bev does have the games. But I'm also like, eh. You know, we should probably go get a follow-up for V. We should get a follow-up. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. Big parking spot for such a small vehicle. I think with her stamina up, she can sprint for a little bit longer, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Also, I'm pretty sure it's towing that's increasing her stamina, her strength, and her swimming. Which is interesting. And it's interesting that jogging does nothing.
Yep, yep.
No problem.
Yeah, do you have any openings here pretty soon? I know you're pretty busy with all these asses and shit.
I mean, we could definitely do it tomorrow if you're available around this time.
Yeah, that'd be nice, yeah.
Yeah? Okay. I do have your information
Wow.
for the MDT, so yeah.
Alright, yeah, for
But
sure.
to prepare for your colonoscopy, you gotta make sure you eat light, not heavy.
I was thinking about eating like a bean burrito, like
Bean
tonight.
burrito?
Yeah, bean burrito tonight. Do you think that would help?
Not really, but I mean, it might be a little messy.
Fuck. Okay, maybe some corn or something.
Well, the thing is, I mean, I believe we'll have you go under.
I'll just eat the can of corn, yeah.
Gotta make sure your stool is solid, you know.
Yep, yep.
I hate this conversation that she walked in on.
But overall, yeah. Okay, I was able to take out the bullets here. I'm just examining these gunshot wounds here. You were bleeding heavily here in your torso, so I'm just gonna cauterize some of these wounds. Make sure none of these start to bleed out again.
Come on.
Okay, I gotcha. Looks like it didn't hit any major organs, so that's good. And then I'm gonna apply some antibiotics before I start to close you up. Looking like Swiss cheese.
Yeah, but don't look very good, man.
You know what kind of cheese you like?
Pepper jack.
You know what? You're
a
the
good
second
pick.
person who said that. Yeah.
I like pepper jack cheese, yeah. I don't like Swiss cheese.
Dude,
I look
no
like
one-
Swiss
no one likes
cheese.
Swiss cheese.
I like Parmesan too. Parmesan.
Did you just say no one likes Swiss cheese?
Yes. No one likes Swiss cheese.
What? Swiss
That's
cheese
like a-
is good.
That's like a Subway cheese. Subway sandwich cheese.
What
It's not
about
the best, but
Swiss?
it's not bad.
What about provolone? You know,
Ooh.
like
Mm.
some brie or some funky one, gargonzola.
What's about
Hate
stinky
funky
cheese?
cheeses.
Like stinky cheese.
The stinkiest they are, the better they are.
Gross.
You know?
Blue cheese? Disgusting.
Isn't blue cheese like moldy cheese?
Yeah.
Yep.
I love blue cheese.
Yeah, but it's
So
delicious.
gross.
It's the
With
best
some
way to
wings
eat
on it?
wings.
No, it's
Oh
the
my
worst.
gosh. Buffalo
No,
It's
you,
the
you dip the
worst.
buffalo wings in the blue cheese. It's great.
Yeah.
No, it makes me want
Fire.
to vomit.
Bro.
It's the
I mean, you can
only
put
way I
ranch.
accept blue
Well,
cheese.
if you put ranch, it's fine. Okay, so I was able to suture up your wounds here, so you won't look like Swiss cheese. I'm gonna apply some
What?
antibiotics and slap some bandage on you.
What about provolone?
Oh, was good. Yeah.
What about cocoa melon cheese?
What's that one?
Cocoa melon? You don't know what cocoa melon cheese is?
No, I might have to look it up in Google.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Cocoa melon.
Okay, I'm gonna help you up here. So I was able to suture up your torso here. You might have some minimal scarring, but I made sure that everything looks great. Okay, and your sutures
Yeah,
are
I
still
feel
fresh,
good.
and I banded you up. Okay. See, you didn't die on me.
Yeah, I feel good, bro. Yeah. I feel like
There
I
you
could
go.
run the marathon.
Okay. If you do end up having some major pains, just come by. We'll get you fixed up. Okay.
All right, sweet. Thanks, bro. Thank you guys.
Bye,
Appreciate
Perry.
it.
Nice to meet you.
Monty.
Omar, what did you do this time?
Owie.
Oh, she got some boo-boos, Wilson.
Yeah. That is not okay.
Look, that's Wilson.
Right.
Gotta be real, I thought I was hurting worse than I was. But I'm actually fine.
Yeah, you actually have some bruises in your torso.
Yeah, I
can-
know, and I can't drive.
Can you give me
Hello, I
an
need
inhale
help.
and
My
exhale?
friend had
I
a
want to check
fight
your
with
breathing.
a pole and he lost.
Is Dr.
Ooh.
Pikachu here? Minnesota.
Oh, she was here.
Bring him over here.
Okay, did I hurt by any chance?
A little bit.
I was hoping one of these usual doctors would be around so she could get a checkup for once. She's being good. She's being good, which is bad. I mean, something's wrong, clearly. If he's being good, that means something is wrong. Towing? I guess? Maybe? Probably? Yes? Maybe? I don't know. Might end stream, honestly. I'm sorry it was just like 2 hours of V being solo. Featuring a cameo by Wally. And a James Randall side quest. But sometimes that's just how it is. That's just how it is on Tuesdays sometimes. I will say we did retweet Finn earlier. When he talked about getting fired from EMS. Alright. Who's streaming? Who's streaming? Looks like B is still on Minecraft. Oh, no, Joe's streaming. We'll send you to Joe. Because we were talking about sending V to visit the Bundys in September. So I'm going to send you guys over to Joe. I'll hopefully be back tomorrow depending on how I feel. Don't worry. Come June 19th, streams will be happening consistently. Because I'm not going to be so sleepy. But for now, I'm going to just go vibe. And I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow.